Last night, across the street, hosting the Heat, Luka entered the day averaging 45 points over his first 3 games. First quarter, look at this shot. A circus shot by Luka. I mean, just incredible. And then it's time for some Luka darts. All right, check this out. On the spin over Davion Mitchell, across the court to Rui. 3-ball is good.
Dangerous, but great pass.
And now, side by side, you see all LA. Matt Stafford doing something similar on the look away. And then here, the long ball for Luka.
Wow.
Jake LaRavia finishes.
A little air under that one.
Stafford does this one to Puka.
Hey, man, leave the Saints alone, man. Leave the Saints alone.
Yeah, second quarter.
It's close for a couple quarters.
Yeah.
Watch Luka with the D. Reads it the whole way. A little pick 6 for Luka. Finishes with the layup. Then in the fourth, Lakers in transition again. Watch Reeves to LaRavia. Up top.
Ayo.
LaRavia with 25 off the bench.
They know who number 12 is now.
Under 2 to play. Reeves sizing up Pella Larson. Hits him with the step back.
Footwork. Look at that footwork.
Yeah, Reeves finishes
Luka do that.
26 and 11. Under a minute left. Finishing touches here in LA. Luka goes to work inside. Gets the and one. Doncic finishes with 29 points, 11 boards, 10 assists. Lakers win by 10. Luka and Reeves are both putting up video game numbers this season. Doncic at 41 points and 8 assists a game. Reeves averaging 31 and 9. They are 2 of the 3 players across the NBA averaging at least 30 and 8, along with Tyrese Maxey. All right, welcome inside here. The Lakers won this game despite a rough shooting night from Doncic and Reeves. I'm here with the Hall of Famer Mark Spears, our NBA front office insider Bobby Marks, Ramona Shelburne, of course, in the house, senior writer as well. So, Ramona, we'll start with you.
Yeah.
What did this win tell you, despite the fact that Luka and Austin did not necessarily have an efficient game?
I think Austin Reeves is making a point and a case for himself to be the number 2 player behind Luka Doncic on the Lakers going forward. He's a free agent this offseason. And I know LeBron isn't. I'm talking about in the future.
Beyond.
Okay?
Beyond.
LeBron's still on the team. But the question is, can he be Luka's sidekick? And he is making a case that he can. You've seen Luka played very well with Jalen Brunson when they were in Dallas together. They went to the Western Conference Finals. He played very well with Kyrie Irving. They went to the NBA Finals. He likes playing alongside another creative guard. The question I had coming into the season was how they could do defensively, because it's not a strong defensive backcourt. But right now, both of them are just good enough to where you can get away with what they do on the defensive end because they're so good together offensively.
Well, and I think the defensive point that you made when you add a player like Marcus Smart, who can kind of do a little the dirty things here. For me last night, and certainly sitting there, 21 assists between the 2 players, which is remarkable. But I said this last year when we watched him play against New York in March. You just forget how great Luka is. I know my friends in Dallas don't want to hear that right now, but watching his brilliance on the court and how he can just control the game throughout here. And then, of course, the big question is how him and Austin Reeves can play off each other. And I didn't see anything that would basically make a red flag last night.
I thought he competed on the defensive end as well. I thought that stood out to me beyond just those steals. But, Mark, let's talk about LeBron. We know he's coming back. What does that look like then when you add LeBron into this mix?
I think the what does that look like is a great question because it could look like a variety of different things. Do they adjust to LeBron? Does LeBron adjust to them?
Wow, you took the glasses off for me. That means it's serious.
Yeah.
That is to be determined. And Ramona knows this a lot better than most of us. Like, when this new ownership comes in, what is his relationship with LeBron's relationship with them? Do they have an allegiance to him? Is what we're seeing now worthy of maybe exploring trades that make both people happy? This is an amazing start for them. Shocking start without
Did that.
Yeah, Dad's was better.
Going crazy.
Dad's was better. He did the one hand.
So after the game, Reeves posed this question to the media in the house.
I've got to be the first person in NBA history to throw a father a lob and a son a lob. I don't know. Sky, got to be right. They're the only.
I mean, it's
while they're still on the same team.
Well, the same team.
Yeah. Y'all want to do all these statistics?
You've been on stat you've been running that one.
You gotta look it up. It was cool. I told Brian that as soon as I checked out after that, it was a pretty special moment.
All right, Austin, I'm glad you asked. So we asked Elias, Sports Bureau, and yes, Austin, you are the first player to assist an alley-oop for both a father and a son. At least in the last 25 years, that's as long as they go back tracking it. So there you have it. All right, let's get to some more hoops. Victor Wembanyama has been virtually unstoppable this season until he met the Phoenix Suns. If you've been following Wemby this season, this may be a bit of a shocker here. Look at this. But let's start with the second quarter. Scary situation. Dylan Hart. The Suns were doing a great job guarding Wemby. A trend we saw where 6'3" Jordan Goodwin was on Wemby. Here the Spurs marked the third career game where Wemby had fewer than 10 points and more than 5 turnovers. So not good for 28. Suns get the victory, 130-118. All right, Wemby struggled on the offensive end, scoring just 9 points on 4-14 shooting with 6 turnovers. 5 of his shots came from three-point distance, as you can see here. So, I don't know, man. This is the best job I've seen, certainly, on Victor Wembanyama this season. I don't think there's any question. So, Bobby, do you think teams can replicate this?
I think they can. I think when we're using baseball analogy here, when a pitcher sees a batter for the first time, and then once you get through the 5th inning or 7th inning, you adjust differently here when you're basically sending small guards at him. Last night was the most I saw him uncomfortable with that when you look at the turnovers and then the ability, the threes, that when you see an uptick in threes, that means that he's forcing shots here.
Well, I think Coach Ott may have seen something in the previous game. I was watching the Miami game, and they were doing something similar, throwing Andrew Wiggins at him late.
Really, really physical, which might be another way. I think that teams guard him. This is where you see Bam right here. Excuse me, ouch. Okay. But how many BAMs are there, right? How many BAMs could do that, right? There's not too many of this. So I think more are going to lean toward the Suns. And then this is where you say, hey, we miss De'Aaron Fox. Boy, if De'Aaron Fox is out there.
They're going to need De'Aaron Fox coming back soon, especially we don't know what the Dylan Harper injury here. You've relied a lot on Stephen Castle.
He's been great.
Who else? Phoenix did their work when Victor was off the court last night.
Yeah.
And now, how do you sustain it when he is off the court? And now, if you don't have Dylan Harper for a little bit here,
let's take a look at these numbers here real quick. These are on-off numbers.
Okay, now.
To your point, they did.
Hey,
I didn't know about this graphic.
So, right. Wow. You said they did work when Wemby was off the floor. Man, did they do some work. Okay. Let's just say 156.3. That'd be a record. Let's just leave it at that. All right. Still to come on NBA.